What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of the new documentary Zappa. This, of course, is directed by Alex Winter. Now, before we begin, if you like my channel, of course, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like this video, awesome, hit that like button and comment below on any video to watch, including this one. So this documentary, Zappa, is a documentary that follows and chronicles the life of legendary revolutionary musician Frank Zappa. And Frank Zappa, if you don't know, most people do know, but if you don't know, is a guy who was a nonconformist. He was a guy that went against the grain in the music scene, and he was a very staunch individual when it came to certain things like drug use, free speech, and he was also a guy that believed that the way things worked in the world were never on the right side of what he believed. And so in his later life, up to his point when he died of pancreatic cancer, he was a debater. He was going into the Senate and talking about free speech, and he was a guy that just had interesting and crazy ideology beliefs that were very controversial. Even for today, there's people who probably don't like him for simple ideologies on the particular subjects. But what made him so truly special and unique, which is something I really didn't know, is that his music was never what you would call successful. It was very underground. But because of what he was doing, because of how he was experimenting, how he was using his band, The Mother of Invention, he was creating wholly unique experiences, wholly unique ideas. He was getting, his thoughts and his revelations out onto the music scene. And he was never worried about making money. Yeah, he needed to make money to go on tour, but he was always kind of creating. He was always being a revolutionary artist that inspired hundreds upon thousands of musicians like Alice Cooper and Weird Al Yankovic and so on and so forth. And with a documentary like this, because it's so digestible, because it's so easy to watch, thanks to Alex Winter's direction, it's a documentary that once I got into it, I really kind of became exposed to how important and how just kind of chaotic Frank Zappa as a human being truly was. And it's a perfect documentary to truly go into the mind of a true revolutionary artist. And I fell in love with the documentary. I really did. It's a well-crafted, well-digestible documentary. I think Alex Winter has found footage. This is also a Kickstarter thing where 8,000 people backed it for like $1.5 million. And I think it's a project that, Alex Winter, who is now known for doing a lot of documentaries, was really passionate in his love for Frank Zappa. So he found footage, I'm sure he was given from the estate of the Zappa family. We see like his early rise, how he was just creating music to create music that didn't make any sense, to him having 4 kids like Moon and Dweezil, and to his eventual rise to the political nature that he became. And it's a very, if I only one negative thing to say, it's a very typical documentary. It goes beat by beat by beat, and it's a little long for my taste. It's like 2 hours and 3 minutes. But that's my only problem with the documentary. I think what Alex Winter has presented is just a very well-crafted piece of work that gives you a very good sense of who a human being was, the impact nature of that human being. There are interviews sprung out through this whole entire documentary. The people that were in his band, like the Mothers of Invention, to, of course, Alice Cooper, to just anybody that worked with him in any capacity, and the stories they tell about him, the way he worked, how much passion he had, how he just was working on a different level. It's a really well put together documentary. I know I keep saying well put together, but it's just a documentary that, goes into the annals of other documentaries that talk about, for instance, like Rush or Pink Floyd or, the Beatles, which apparently the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band was inspired by what Frank Zappa was doing. So that's why they did that album, which shows you the impact that Frank Zappa was having on musical culture. But like I said, when you see like the home video footage or you see the behind the scenes footage of who Frank Zappa was, what he was doing and what he was creating, I think it's a documentary that just really works on all levels. So it's a really great documentary. It's something I highly recommend. If you know who Frank Zappa was, if you're a huge fan of Frank Zappa, I would definitely put this on your list. You've probably already watched it, but I would definitely put this on your list to watch because you can always learn something new about a guy who was truly revolutionary in his is art that is music. So, but that's it. That's gonna be my take on Zappa. Once again, it's a great film, well directed by Alex Winter. So, anyways, let me know in the comments below what your favorite documentary is, especially what's your favorite documentary on a band. There's one by Rush that's called Beyond the Whitest Stage, which I really enjoy. But yeah, anyways, if you like my channel, of course, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. There is a notification bell somewhere in the feed, so definitely click that to find out what's coming next. And if you like this video, awesome, hit that like button. And that's it. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.